Yes. Coming from the other side of the trail. Right, Lucy? Just enjoying ourselves. She's being a good girl. This is over by the high school in town. We're way over on the other side of town, opposite of the direction of where we were walking last night. We had to go drop my vehicle off to get looked at and fixed. So Lucy decided to come with me, didn't you? You decided to come with and go for a walk. Yes. So we're just walking along. Right, Lucy? She's a good girl. What'd you see, huh? What'd you see? Another nice day out here. Got some water jangling. It's a little hotter today, but not so bad that it's only in the 70s. So we can handle that. Right, Lucy? You can handle that. Oh, look at that. And there's other dogs coming. Yes. We don't know. Huh. We're going to walk this way. We're going to see if we can walk this way. Right, Lucy? We don't want to get everyone excited. Yes. We don't want to get everyone excited. Come on, Lucy Lou. Well, you're such a good girl. You're such a good girl. Yes, you are. Got blue skies. We're just walking through town taking the bike trail. Lucy wanted to have some fun outside. Right, Lucy? Yes. You wanted to have some fun outside? Wear some of her energy off. We're just walking around the school. You gonna come this way, Lucy? Come this way. Ooh, we got some shade. Yay! We're kind of taking a little detour. There was 3 big dogs coming. Hi, Barbara. How you doing? Me and Lucy are just taking a walk. Had to drop my vehicle off to get fixed. Something's wrong with it. So it's on the other side of town. So we're going to be walking a good 5 miles back to the house. Good opportunity to walk the trails. Right, Lucy? Yeah. I gave in last night after walking Boone and Shine. I was just too exhausted and it was so dark and the bugs were so bad. I promised Lucy we'd take a walk this morning since I knew I had to drop my vehicle off. Yes, it sucks. So hopefully they can fix it all up for us. We got to get on the road to Grandma's tomorrow. Right, Lucy? Lucy's like, uh-huh. Come on, baby. So Lucy was happy she got to go out for a ride. And now we're enjoying a walk. She got her little water bottle right there. Tried to give her some water. She was too excited. She didn't want the water. She just wanted to keep walking. So I threw it, I tossed it over her so she could to cool her down. Right, Lucy? Yeah. I know. She's such a good girl. So she's happy she gets to have her time. Everyone else got their time late last night. No little dogs with me. They got to go for a walk last night with Boone and Shine. It was just easier dropping off the vehicle to take one dog. Right, Lucy? You'll get your quality time with Mama. You know? We're just walking around the high school. There's the track field, football fields over there. Gonna hook right back up with the bike trail. Kind of took a detour around because there was someone coming with 3 big dogs and didn't want to worry about getting her dogs riled up. I don't know how, you never know how other people's dogs are. And Lucy gets skittish because she's such a young pup. She gets a little skittish of other ones. Whoa, we lost your water, Lucy. It came off. It's okay. It's okay. We'll fix it. We still got water left in here. The thing came unscrewed. How weird is that? It's probably because it's going against my leg. We almost lost your water bottle. Got to hold on to that. I got it. I got it. We still got a little water left for you for the walk. Well, see, there's those dogs up there again. She already turned around. So maybe if we walk slow enough, she'll keep going. Oh, it's 2 dogs. I thought there was 3. Still, Lucy finally noticed them. But we're still far enough away. We'll just slow our walk down a little bit. Right? I lost a little bit of water, but there's still enough in there to get for Lucy. Right, Lucy? Still got some water in there, baby. Please. She just didn't know what to think. We had to walk about a block along the highway to get to the bike trail. She was all skittish of the cars. She's not used to being around that much traffic. Lucy, the wind's blowing your ears up. You're so cute. Yes. The wind's blowing your ears up. Got a nice breeze here, which is nice. So it's not just hot. It looks nice and sunny, but it's a breeze. It's got a good breeze. Right, Lucy? Yeah. What you sniffing? What you sniffing, huh? This ain't as pretty as the nature walk I went on last night, but it's just another part of the trail. The trail is like, I think, if you rode on the complete, I'm not sure how hot it will be today, but right now it's like 70, 73, 72, something like that. Got a nice cool breeze coming on. So it's feeling good. Right, Lucy? We wanted to get the vehicle dropped off and get the walk going before it got too hot. Otherwise, Lucy, it would have been too hot for Lucy to walk. Otherwise, unless she let me wrestle her shoes on. But this is a kind of a long walk, so it would have been quite the walk for her if it was too hot out. Right, Lucy? Yeah. Mama's right here. I'm right here. Using that fancy leash. It's hooked to my belt. Didn't you get that for us, Barbara? Yeah. Oh yeah, it's gonna be way too hot this afternoon. I can imagine if it's this getting hot already. Hi Lily, thank you. Yeah, now this is the bike trail. The bike trail I think is like 26 miles, or if you went through the complete bike trail. This is the high school track. There are baseball fields over here. There are football fields over there. And we're coming up on the softball fields. And somebody's walking with babies in a stroller. Yep. They're coming towards us. Oh, yep. Yeah, it's a pretty big high school. Over here is the middle school that we're coming towards, and then they have a hockey rink in there. We have a big hockey's big here. And then softball fields and little league fields are coming up. So all of these bike trails, hey Sonia, all of these bike trails hook up to all the schools. We'll be going past the elementary school too, down farther in town. So it hooks up to all the schools and all the fields, wraps around the community. Safe way to take for walks and bikes, and allows kids to ride. If they want to take their bikes or walk to school, have a safety to do that, which is kind of nice. Never had that when I was a kid. Hi Gina, how you doing? Just walking Lucy. Dropped off my vehicle to get fixed on the other side of town, so we're on the opposite end of the bike trail. Yeah. Aren't we? Let's go over this way, Lucy. We'll just come off the trail a little bit. Let the people enjoy the trail. We'll come over here. Yes. Good girl. He's a good girl. Yeah. He's a good girl. Hi, Sue. How you doing? Hello. You just want to go play with that little boy, don't ya? Good morning, Casper. Me and Lucy are walking from the garage. Dropped our vehicle off to get fixed, and walking across town on the bike trail. This is the opposite end of the bike trail from where we were last night, so it's not all the pretty scenery through the nature trail. We're going through. Oh yeah, she was perked up. She saw the mama and her baby walking. I just took her off the trail and went in the grass for a little bit, so that she would have wanted to go give kisses. We can't have that, Lucy. No. These are all the softball fields and little league fields here. There's the middle school over there. No, it's in the 70s right now. We got a cool breeze. There's the hockey rink right in front of me, walking towards that on the other side of this baseball field. I used to play softball back in the day, but since I've been taking care of Grandma, I can't get back in time to play softball right now. So I haven't been able to play the last 4 years. Skies are blue, clouds are pretty. I used to play in softball in that field right there, and this field, sometimes in that field. That's more for the little kids, that one there. It is beautiful, Sue, yeah. Just a little viewpoint compared to the other one. Has a little more traffic on this end. Right, Lucy? A little more traffic. I promised Lucy a walk. I gave up on it last night. It was so dark and mosquitoes were so bad after I got done with Shine and Boone. So I told her we'd go this morning when I dropped off my vehicle. Hi, Princess Grace. You have a great weekend as well. We're home for today and then we head back. No, I wasn't able to walk Lucy last night, Gina. I was so exhausted. I went on extra long walks on both dogs because I wanted to show you guys all the beauty in the nature preserve area. So by the time I got back, oh, there must be a lag, Gina, that you're just seeing the answer now. That's funny. So Lucy's getting an extra long walk, longer than the other dogs last night, because we're way over on the other side of town. Dropped the vehicle off, and then decided we were going to walk all the way back home, which is on the opposite end of town. And if we were driving, it would be a lot closer. But since we're taking the bike trail and it winds around everything, it's a little more miles. It's got to be at least 8 or 9 miles, 8 miles, something like that. You know, I think the walk did me good last night with my knee and hip. They're a little sore, but not as bad as they were before I started walking. I was so tired. Man, I was slept hard last night. Lucy forgave me. She cuddled with me. She said, "It's okay, Mama, as long as we go today." So she's getting her one-on-one time now. We got her water bottle. So she's, even though we're out here and it's sunny, she's good. Oh yeah, she's got to check everything out. Right, Lucy? Hi, Ellen. How you doing? We're just enjoying a walk. Right, Lucy? Yes. So I hurt my knee. The dogs, Lucy and Shine, were playing. And I was sitting on my chair about 6 months ago. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Gina. Yeah, that makes it tough. I injured my knee about 6 months ago. Lucy did. Didn't you, Lucy? Yeah. She decided to use my knee as a catapult. Had my legs on my ottoman watching TV, and her and Shine were running around chasing each other. She jumped up on my knee and pushed herself off. And so what do they call that when it's hyperextended my knee? Oh, it was swelling so bad. And then she kept running into it whenever they tear around the house and re-injuring it. So it's been a long process to heal. Oh yes, Sue, it sure can. And I try not to take anything for it. Every once in a while I'll take some ibuprofen. Like last night I just took a couple ibuprofen. I just needed something. Not today though. Yeah, isn't it crazy, Gina? They don't know their own strength. Yeah, she did hit it right at the right angle. Oh my God, I never felt such pain. Sorry to hear about your mom, Ellen. It's always hard. I took care of my mom until she passed away. And now I'm taking care of my grandma. So you see how rough these guys are. They injure me. running around. Can you imagine if the big dogs were around Grandma? That's why they don't get to go with me to Grandma's house. I just take the little dogs. You're doing so good, Lucy. We got a cross here. We got a cross. Hi, Brenda. Yep, I dropped off my car on the other side of the town. So me and Lucy are walking back home while the car is getting fixed. Come on. And there's a festival going on in town today, so people are probably walking to that. Are something scare you? You hear those puppies? Come here. It's okay. Are you scared of the puppies barking? She's like, I don't know, Mama. I'm in a strange area and there's dogs barking. She's so skittish. Take care, Gina. Thanks for joining us. What you sniffing? Come on. You smell other doggies? Yeah. Let's go. You're cutting me off there. You're trying to run over my bad knee? Right, Lily? She smells other doggies. All the markings. This is the golf course. Right behind those trees. It's the city golf course. Yes, they are, Ellen. They're all rescues. Lucy was found on the reservation. She was needed a home. She was looking kind of rough. Boone, we rescued from the Humane Society. My son wanted him. And then my son went in the military, so he stays with me. Shine was my sister's dog. My sister passed away in 2016, so Shine came to live with me. Uncle Burt was my mom's dog, and after she passed away, what you seeing? You see here in a car? After my mom passed away, Uncle Burt came to live with us. And Taco is my dog, and my friend of mine rescued him in 2010 from a hoarding puppy mill. And then she had to move to another state and couldn't take him. So I got to have the blessing of Taco, my baby. He's done everything with me. He used to go to work with me when I worked. Oh my goodness. Somebody sent me a donation. Thank you. I didn't see it. The sun's got everything blind. Gina, thank you for the sticker and the donation. Appreciate it. No. Just look at that. She smells something. She's looking out into the golf course. You see those golf carts? Huh? Come on. And then, of course, Lewis, the pretty bird. He was my mom's boyfriend's bird. He raised her from an egg. And he had a stroke in 2012. And Lucy came to live with me in 2013 because my mom's health wasn't the best. So she couldn't really take care of Lewis. So I traded her. I found Burt. He was in a bad situation. And so I rescued Burt and brought him to my mom, and I brought Lewis home with me. And Lewis, yes, has a boy's name, but her original owner raised her from an egg and just assumed she was a boy, so he named her Lewis. When she was 10 years old, she started laying eggs. That's when they found out she was a girl. And she's now 35 years old. And she always goes by the name Lewis. You walk in the house and she says, "Hello, Lewis." She'll say that in my voice, my mom's voice. And Tom used to have another parrot. What was it? A cockatoo or something? Named Maverick. So every once in a while you'll hear Lewis talk in Tom's voice and be like, "Hey, Maverick." Very rare, but It's pretty funny. I remember when she first started doing it, when I first heard that. When I talked to my mom, I'm like, Mom, who's Maverick? Lewis keeps talking about a Maverick in a guy's voice. And she's like, oh, that was Tom's his cockatoo. I'm like, really? I didn't know he had a cockatoo. That was long before. I guess the cockatoo was at a friend's house and died, passed it. So that's why I never got to meet Maverick. But Lewis still, after all these years, remembers Maverick because she still calls his name. So that's a little background on everybody in the house. Hi, Julie. Me and Lucy are walking back from the vehicle garage. Hi, Barbara. Wow, vegan. That's a commitment, especially in this day and age when all these fast food places. So now we're walking along the golf course. Now, when my kids were little, we used to live up here on 5th Street, and we used to cross the street into the golf course here and search for golf balls. They used to love doing that. They were just, well, actually, Miskwa wasn't born yet, so it was just Anna McKee. Hi, Barbara. So me and my ex-husband, we used to come out here with my oldest son and search for golf balls at night. And then we'd practice swinging on the 9th hole. We were too poor back then to actually go to the golf course. So we just came out here at just before sundown, looked for golf balls, and practiced on the 9th hole. And my little son, Anna McKee, would have been, only 2 years old. He used to love it. And then there would be when the fireworks went off in town, they would go over the golf course. So we'd have the perfect spot. We go out there. This is the hole right here. We go out there and sit in the grass and watch the fireworks from that spot. It's prime location, that's for sure. Oh, did I hit you with your water bottle? Huh? Hi, Heather. I did not bandage my knee. I didn't even put on my brace. Sometimes I was running late for the garage. I was supposed to be there a lot earlier. Hi, Jan. Yes, it's a bright sunny day. It's starting to get hot. It will be good when we get home. I was running late. I live in northern Wisconsin, in a little town called Hayward. Oh, I'm glad you did too, Heather. And I travel every week down to Madison to take care of my grandma. It's about 4.5, 5-hour drive, depending on the traffic. Come on, Lucy. You don't have to be scared of the people over there. It's okay. And so I drive on Saturdays. You live in Madison, Barbara? I'm down there every week. Oh, it's handling it all right, as long as she stops running into me. I'll feel it later for sure. We'll have to ice it. So that's where we used to go look for golf balls when my son was little. And we go and practice at night after the course was closed down. Good job, Lucy's sitting. And that complex right there, up on top, that's where we used to live when my son was 2 years old. And that's when we'd walk across the street here and hunt for golf balls. He would just enjoy that. See, whenever I stop, Lucy will sit. That's what I've been working on with her, and she's gotten so well at it. Yeah, such a good girl. Okay, heel. She listens the best, can you tell, when it comes to walking? She doesn't pull me as bad as everyone else. So when the week that my youngest son was born, Misqua Gijig, we call him Misqua for short, we moved into the house that we live in now. Come on, Lucy. So we've lived there since he came home to that house and got to be in that house his whole life. Nothing fancy, it's just a little house, little Wausau home. But we love it. Hi, Stephen from England. Yes, she is a delight to walk. We're going to try and bypass the carnival that's up there. You see that Ferris wheel off in the distance? Big carnival this weekend. But we're going to turn up here and take stay on the trail and go back around the baseball fields. You heading out, Barbara? Thanks for joining us. You too, Barbara. You have a good day. Bye, Barbara. Yeah, they have Muskie Festival this weekend. It's going to be crazy in town. But I'll be leaving, so I won't have to deal with it. Right, Lucy? Lucy's like, yeah, but you're leaving me behind. But you don't have to deal with it neither. You get to stay home. Yes. Oh, isn't that a pretty deck? That's what I want on my house, a deck in the back for the doggies. Thank you, Sonia. I hope you have a good day, too. So we bypassed the carnival. Too many people down that way. The whole main street is blocked off right now. They have all the stands. Too many people. Lucy's like, no, we don't want to be around people. We just like to have our privacy. Right, Lucy? Yes, she is, Jan. She is a good girl. She's like, yes, I'm having so much fun. Cut her nails yesterday. That's always tricky. My son has to hold her. She's not, I can do all the other dogs by myself, but Lucy, she's still not comfortable with it. He holds her. She gets a whole bag of treats. Every time she lets me cut a nail, she gets a treat. She's getting so much better. She sees the value in it when she gets the treats. Right, Lucy? Yes. We're coming to some good shade up here. See, we're still wrapping around the golf course, too. You want some water, Lucy? Oh, you run right into my foot. Hey, Hannah. It's in the 70s right now. I don't know if she wants water. We're going to see. She's wrapping herself around me. You want some water? See, she won't even take it. She's like, I'm just too... Should I dump it on you instead? Lucy. We're in some shade. I thought you'd want some water. She's like, nope. Are you preoccupied? All right, we'll dump it on you. It'll cool you off. She's like, what did you just do? Well, I like how this turns into a little bowl. It's kind of a neat little contraption. Found it at Walmart. And then it wraps around. Just got to get it wrapped back around. Woo. Sorry, you guys. There. It's all wrapped around again. Come here. Did that bottle scare you? Okay, we can go. You're a good girl. Yeah. This is the baseball. I think they have like high school baseball plays here. So they have like a minor league that plays here. And then we're coming up over there on the elementary school. Right, Lily? Yes, she is, Julie. And we're on the getting closer to home. Lucy's like, you took me on a long walk, Mama. Yeah. Tried to give you some water. I didn't want it. She's too excited. Yeah, they have a lot of baseball games there. The high school, and then I think it's a minor league. I don't know. I forgot what they're called. Yeah, I just got that water bottle at Walmart. I think it was like $12. Works good to take it with the dogs for a walk. Really? Did you see a bird? You want to chase after the bird? Yeah? Yeah, that's the field. You can see it a little better. It's a nice, clean field. It used to be the football field, the high school football field back in the day. But now they turned it into a baseball field. And they moved that's because it used to be high school over here. But they moved the high school off where we were earlier. And they got their own field over there now. I remember because when my kids' dad used to play football on that field. And then we're coming up on youth soccer fields. And this is more of the golf course. See, we're still wrapping around the golf course. Right, Lucy? Yeah. And this is soccer fields. These are the young kids' soccer fields because we already went past the high school soccer fields. They were over by the football fields. Playgrounds. This is elementary school. This is all elementary here. See how brown our grass is? Haven't had hardly any rain. There's more of the golf course. And then we're coming up on the National Guard building. Sit down, Lucy. Yes. Good girl. Good girl. And we go walking up on someone walking. Of course, it's a walking trail. We're going to run into people more and more. Yes. Yeah, Heather, I don't walk this route much. This is the route I usually ride my bike on. This is the opposite direction that I usually walk. Last night with Shine and Boone, as my original walk because I walked towards the woods. But I had to drop my vehicle off to get fixed at a garage up on the highway. So I had to switch. Instead of having my son or someone else come pick me up and give me a ride, this gave me a prime opportunity to give Lucy her walk since the bike trail was right next to the garage. And we only had to walk on the highway for a block, if that, but we kind of skipped through. Hello. Lucy. Her name's Lucy.
Oh, Lucy.
Yes.
I just see that. Lucy. Yes, I do.
She's just a baby. Good girl, Lucy. You were good. That's my babies. Nice job, Lucy. Yes. Everyone loves Lucy. Oh, yuck. You don't want that. She did handle that well. When we stopped at the garage, the guy at the garage scared her. She eventually let him pet him, but she was afraid. I don't know what happened to her before I got her, but she gets afraid of people. She'll start peeing when she's scared. She still does that. She thinks she gets in trouble if I raise my voice too much, so I try not to. I try to just be gentle with her. Trying to hold on to this bottle. Last time I lost part of it. See, now we're coming up on the National Guard building. There's all the elementary school. There's the water tower, one of them. We got 2 of them in town. What's over there? It's a golf cart. Come on, people are golfing. Come on, don't be afraid. She's like, oh, there's people over there. She's a good girl. Yeah, that's what she does. Lucy came from the reservation. She needed a place. She was in a rough situation. So my son and his girlfriend brought her to the house. Said she has to stay with us. I'm like, I don't have no more room for any more dogs. And then she fell in love with her. Because she reminded me, well, she's so darn sweet. And she also reminded me of my first dog that I had when I was up here. She looks just like her, except for got longer legs. Probably from the same family. Right, Lucy? Maybe you were related to Gaja Gaines. Yeah, I talked about Gaja Gaines on my live last night. She was the first dog I ever owned when I lived up in this area. I got her when she was 6 weeks old. She used to go everywhere with me. But somebody shot her a week before my oldest son was born. She got off her leash. And before I could get her, some mean person, shot and killed her. She was a good dog, too. She never hurt nobody. She would have never hurt any. Anyway, Lucy's a good dog. Yes. I'm so glad, too, Hannah. I'm so glad that I have Lucy, and she has me. Right, Lucy? She's like, I've never walked this way before, Mom. Nope, we never have. This is the way I bike when I bike with Taco in his little carrier. Yep. Here's all the big military vehicles. She does have a pretty nice personality, but she doesn't like shots. She's my only dog that ever bit. We must be cutting in and out. Maybe it's because I'm next to this military building. We're almost past it, though. We're getting close to home. Aren't we, Lucy? We're getting close to home. Can you guys see us now? Did we lose connection at all? Yep, once I fell in love with Lucy, when they wanted to send her back, I'm like, nope. She's already one of us. She's here now. Right, Lucy Pooh? Yes. I thought I lost. Yeah, it must have been because I was. Hi, Stephen. Must have been because I was by that National Guard's building that guy cut me off. Huh. We're coming up on the water tower. We're away from the golf course now. Yes, when we get way up there, we're almost home. Right, Lucy? You're enjoying your nice walk. We've been we've been live for 45 minutes. And I started walking about 15 minutes before I went live. So that tells you quite the distance I've been going here from where I dropped my vehicle off to get fixed and where my house is. And we thought, well, we'll just give a bonus. Let's try and go live on this walk. It's not as totally pretty, but it's still a nice walk. And we're still on the same bike trail, just on the opposite end. But now we're going to catch up to the spot where we were. But my son said there's another nature trail that they fixed up. I haven't been on it in years, towards this end. So maybe we'll go check that out before we head to the house. It's not too far from here. That stop sign is onto the main road where we were walking last night. Right, Lucy? Oh, is there kids over there? Yes, you see kids over there. Come on. Gotta stay with Mama. Oh. Lucy's all interested in all the little kids over there. Take care, Jan. Nice to see you. Yeah, she's gonna sleep good this afternoon. I love her floppy ears, and I love it. She cracks me up when she actually makes them all pointy and sticks them up. Don't you, Lucy? Yeah. Maybe my son will give me a ride back. I just wanted to give Lucy her walk today, so that's why I chose to walk instead of get a ride. I'm glad you did too. So you must have the bell set, huh, Julie? I was talking to my son last night. He says, well, you got to make sure that they have the notification bell on, and if it's not working, he said that happens to him on some of his channels. He said you just got to turn the notification bell off and turn it back on, and then it starts working again sometimes. So maybe you want to try that, Julie. Oh, there's a doggy. Someone's dog, not on a leash. Keep going, Lucy. You're doing good. I think they have an invisible fence there, if I'm correct. But I don't come this way that often. They're building a new road here. There was never a road there before, but they're putting a road there, and I'm not sure why, but see, that's the water tower we saw earlier when I pointed it out. We're almost right underneath it now. So now this part won't look familiar, but if you look down there, that's where we came from last night. So we're close to the home stretch, Lucy. We are. And we're really happy everyone walked with us. Right, Lucy? You're such a good girl. Oh, okay. And then you have the notification bell on as well, Julie? There's some water. There's supposed to be a trail that goes that way. Should we check it out? Lucy, you want to check out this trail? I haven't gone on this trail in a decade. I think that Anna McKee said they changed it out. Smith Lake Pond Nature Trail, open daylight hours. So my turn to my house is right down there, but we're going to check out this nature trail. Yeah, I think I will have to ice my leg tonight. Come on, Lucy, let's check out this trail. Goes back by a pond. We'll see how it is. Come on. She's like, whoa, this is different. kind of pretty. I haven't been through here since the kids were little. I don't usually come this way, that's why. And Lucy's just like, man, there's so much to smell back here. Right. Oh, there's a little that looks like it's old. Isn't that pretty? Oh, look at that. Let's see. Where are you getting skittish? Don't jump off there. There's more water. We won't go that way. We won't go that way. We'll come this way. Come on, Lucy Lou. Really? And I do a lot of shorts. Just because we're in the moment. I hope you guys enjoy the shorts. Thank you, Heather. Thank you for joining us. We're almost done, but I decided to just see what's going on in this trail. But I think I'm going to turn around because I think this just goes over to Shoes Pond. And that's another part of town. Right, Lucy? We've been walking a long time. Okay, Stephen, you take care. Oh, there's a toad. Lucy's like, what was that? Yep, this looks like it goes over to Shoes Pond. We're going to turn around because that's on the other side of town. And we've got to get Lucy home because we've been walking for over an hour now. Yes. And she took some water from her little dish earlier, but now she's just been letting me throw it on her. Oh, I have to tell you guys, last night I went outside to let the little dogs out, and I was out there with them, and a fox came running across our yard and then stopped and was watching the little dogs. I think he thought they could be snacks. And I'm like, nope, you can just keep moving. And he would walk a little bit and then watch me walk a little bit, but it was too dark to do any video or anything. So I could just see his eyes and the shape of his body. And finally he moved on. And then a deer was out there. I did a little video of the deer. So maybe I'll put that up later. Right, Lucy? I was so tired last night that I was dreaming about bears. It's because we were talking about them on the live, I think. Oh, it has to say all. That's interesting. I didn't know there was an option for only a few things or all on the notification button. That's good to know. Horseflies down that trail. Better to be on the bike trail, Lucy. You won't get bit up. Whew. Oh my goodness, Lucy, we're almost home. Yes, we are. I'm starting to feel it in my hip. Gotta get home, make some oatmeal for me and Lewis. We gotta have our breakfast. Right, Lucy? Yeah. So everyone needs to just make sure that they have that notification bell hit and make sure it shows all notifications, not some of them. It made you exhausted, Lily? Me too. I'm just about done. Be glad to get home into the house. Get a big glass of drink of water. Saved all this water for Lucy, and all I did was dump it on her. Oh, good job, Julie. I'm glad you did. Well, I hope it starts to work for you. Sometimes YouTube glitches. Right, Lucy? Yes. Even I had glitches. My super chats and stickers got turned off, and I never turned them off. But they're all turned back on now. Right, Lucy? Yeah. There's our street. We're almost home, Lucy. Yes. Just up the road here. We live on a dead-end street, which is nice. And we don't have as much traffic coming and going. Right, Lucy? And hit the thumbs up. Thank you, Julie. Yes, hit the thumbs up. Leave comments. Love it. If you're on here because you found us and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. We'd love to have you in the family. Yeah, she's doing good. But I bet you she's going to sleep good this morning. She's going to take a little nap. Yes, Barbara, thank you. It is nice. Don't get to enjoy it much because I'm always driving, I think, more than anything. So it's nice when I can take the opportunity and get a little bit of enjoyment out and walk the dogs. So my son's like, well, I can give you a ride. I'm like, well, maybe on the way back, but me and Lucy got to walk. Oh, yes, she's ready for a drink and a nap. She wouldn't drink out of her water bottle today, but I did dump some of the water on her 3 times. Right? Yes. And look at that, we're almost home. We're going to be coming into the yard in a few seconds. Yes, we are. Oh my God, you guys won't believe what I saw on my video camera last night. The first time ever. I had a raccoon on my front deck. He almost knocked my bird bath down. Took the peanut out that I left for Ethan. And then tried to get in my chair. And then wandered on and started cleaning himself. I only got 60 seconds on the video. But it's a cute little video. Maybe I'll share that with you guys. Maybe I'll upload it. It's in black and white because it was like 3 o'clock this morning. I was wondering why the dogs were going crazy. My first ever raccoon. Never saw one on any of my video cameras before. Saw a fox, a deer, and a raccoon last night. The fox and the deer in person. So, see, I still got work to do around my house. I haven't got that part done. Hi, Matthew. I got that part done. I still got to finish this area, but I planted the flowers over there. Those are the foxgloves. Hi, Margie. We just got home. I'm going to be turning off my live here shortly, but since some people are on, I was going to see, I'm still cleaning mulch. Whew. There's my little yellow daylilies. So I still got to clean that area. I started this area. There's my foxglove. Those are my purple irises. They've all died already. I started tearing that all apart. So still a work in progress. I got a lot of stuff to do. Right, Lucy? But we're getting there. In between all this running around. Thank you, Margie. I really got to get... So that's back where I saw the deer about 4 o'clock this morning and a fox. And the fox was eyeing up Taco and Uncle Burt. He was just like frozen and watching them. Yeah, I'm going to be icing my knee Once we get in the house and go off the live, Lucy's enjoying being in the shade. She's sitting here. She's like, yeah, I'm ready to go inside, Mama. What do you think, Lucy? Yeah, come on. She's a good girl. She's a good girl. Yes. I really thank everyone for joining us. It's been a nice walk. Look at Boone's barking in there. So yeah, half the water got tipped out because of the raccoon. He almost knocked it right over. I could not believe it, that I actually had a raccoon out here. They must have heard that I hang out with Jim. I gotta water some of my flowers. I still gotta get these in the ground. Those are some kind of lilies. And then my cone flowers. And I planted these for the hummingbirds. They're just gonna be starting to bloom. Oh yes, I can't see you. You're too dark, Boone. Got reflection. But they can hear you. But here's some pretty ones I got for the hummingbirds, for Jules and Buzzy. That's a fake plant. But I got a little bear's potters. That's garbage. I got to take down to the garbage can. Oh, all the bells that you guys hear. This is my wind chime. This wind chime was made by a guy who was in his 70s 20 years ago. He had found them on the side of the road one day when I was traveling around Wisconsin. Oh my God, they're beautiful. Yeah, they're absolutely beautiful. And they make such beautiful sound. Here's some more hummingbird flowers. How did I hurt my knee? Is that what you asked, Julie? Let me see. Lucy catapulted off of it and hyperextended it when her and Shine were chasing each other about 6 months ago. And they keep running into it when they're running around the house. These are all my hostas that I've been working. This is this hosta I planted probably 20 years ago. It's just so big. It's called an elephant ear. I don't know what those other ones are called, but these little ones I just planted this year, and then that other big one back there I planted probably 5 years ago. So it's starting to finally bush out a little bit. I used to have a garden here, but Ethan has taken that over, and so I was going to get rid of all that. That was the kids' sandbox when they were little. And I used to have a little garden there every year, but I haven't done it for the last 4 years because I'm so busy with Grandma. So it's kind of overgrown, but maybe I'll clean it out and do it next year. Yeah, I love those wind chimes. I've never found another set of wind chimes like that. That guy did an amazing job. He had so many different sizes that made different sounds, and I just fell in love with that sound. They're so simple, you know, their simplicity. They're nothing pretty, but man, they make beautiful sound. He was good at creating that. You haven't seen no hummingbird yet, Margie? I don't see mine much if I didn't have my camera there. I'll tell you, this is what I did. This is why you get to see the hummers. I put a camera up there, one of my security cameras. So every time the hummer comes, it catches a few minutes of it, or 60 seconds. Right, Lucy? Yeah. But we're going to sign off so that Lucy can go inside. Me and Lucy can go inside and get something to drink and eat. I really enjoyed visiting with everybody. Thank you for joining us on our walk. This is where Ethan Hunt eats his peanuts. That's my little chair I sit in. It got moved with the raccoon last night. So yeah, this is my old deck. It's like 30 years old. I want to put a new one up in the back with the fence so that the dogs and I can hang back there. Maybe someday I'll replace the front one. It's all about saving money. Yes, this is my front yard. I got a bird bath over there and a bird feeder and a little spinny thing. It's kind of got, it's a lot of brown and spindly. Love chatting with you too, Margie. We've been on for 65 minutes. I've been walking for over an hour. Yes, been working on saving up for the fence. I had sold some stock so that I could do this for the dogs. So, come here, Lucy. You want to go inside? She's like, yes, Mama. We're going to go inside. Boone's like, why can't I go for a walk, Mama? You went for your walk last night. Maybe later. It's getting too hot. It's getting too hot, babies. Oh, my goodness. Say hi to Lewis before we go. Hi, Lewis. Hi. How you doing, baby? Everybody says hi. Yes, everyone have a good day. We're going to sign off. Lewis just wanted to say hi. Yeah. Shine's in by my son, so he's not out here. And the little dogs are in my office. What are you doing, Lucy? She's like, I want some water, Mama. There's water in there. You got water in there? It's dark down here. Say hi to the little dogs. There they are. Put little pillows down so in case they fall, but they didn't. They're doing good. Hi, little guys. I'll let you guys out in a minute. I just got to get some water for myself. We're going to sign off. Talk to everybody later. Oh, there she goes. Now she's drinking. She's a happy dog. Say bye-bye, Lewis. I'll talk to y'all later. Maybe I'll do another live at Grandma's on Monday. Monday evening is when I try to go live at Grandma's house. I got to get a drink of water. I'll talk to y'all later. See ya.